all models are wrong, but some are useful. And I guess even of those that are useful, some can be wrong if you apply them in the wrong way. What's all this got to do with business development? Let me introduce you to the Ikigai, specifically what I'm calling the Ikigai Trap. Okay, so if you've read any amount of business development literature or personal growth literature, right, you'd have come across this model called the Ikigai. I think it comes from Japan. It's very useful. It helps you define purpose and vision and mission. And anyway, if you're thinking about going it alone, you will come across this model, and it's incredibly powerful. So I'm not knocking it. It's just how you apply it that I'd like you to reflect upon. So what is the Ikigai? Let me show you by way of an example. So the Ikigai is a model that represents 4 different dimensions. And when you're thinking about what your idea is in business, then these 4 dimensions are worth considering. The first one is all around what you love doing. All right, what are you passionate about? What do you love doing? What's your mission? What gets you excited? Okay, do what you love. You've heard that before, and that's what that's around. And defining that is a useful activity anyway. The second one is what are you good at? So when I was a youngster, I was good at science. I was good at chemistry. I found out later in university that I didn't necessarily love it. I was good at it, didn't necessarily love it. If you're good at it and you love it and you're passionate about it, then you've got a bit of a sweet spot there. The third thing the Ikigai talks about is what does the world need? Okay, so what does the world really need? What problem are you trying to solve? And can you test that? Are there enough people there that have that problem? So what does the world need? Is it climate change? Is it solving world hunger? Is it improving meetings? What is it? What does the world need? And finally, can you get paid for it? That's a pound sign, supposed to be anyway. Can you get paid for it? The Ikigai trap, as I see it, is initially when you go into business, you are drawn massively into this area here and this area here. And you start to get sucked in to believing that the world needs this thing that you've created and that they'll pay for it. Where your focus ends up going, and inevitably, is in these 2 areas. And the lesson learned is pay equal attention to what the world needs, the problem that you're trying to solve. Can you test it? Can you do it at relatively low cost in terms of the testing it? What's the feedback from that? And critically, will people pay for it? What price? Who's the target market? How often are they going to pay for it? Solopreneurs often will end up hitting this and ignoring this and this at their peril. And you need all of them. Some people would argue you don't even need these 2, but you need this and this to be able to make money. Anyway, the sweet spot is in the intersection of all of them. And of course, the reason, that it's a trap is that if you're focusing just here or here, then you've got a hobby. You haven't got business.